How's it going, everybody? Hatcher's Hits Gaming here, back with another video. So we have a case of Solo Leveling Collect Card Series 2. This is by Mapniverse. This was made in Korea, obviously. But this is volume 2 of the 3 volumes that they're making for Solo Leveling. And all I have to say is, if you have not watched Solo Leveling, you should definitely watch that. My family told me to watch it some time ago, and I just never got around to it because of whatever reasons. But I got into it a couple weeks ago and watched it all the way through the first 2 seasons, and immediately watched it all the way through again. It's that good. So for those of you that don't know, Solo Leveling is a Korean anime. There is a manga to it, which is called manga in Japan, but Korean calls it Manway or something. I can't remember. But anyway, so I've opened up 4 cases of this stuff already. This is my 5th case. And I made the mistake of buying 2 online for $1,100 a piece. If you can actually get these for about $600-700 at auction a lot of the times. So here's a bunch of the cards that we got. Each case is going to come with a box topper or a case topper, whatever you want. You also get these signature cards, and you'll see some of those when I'm opening. You usually get about 4 or 5 in a case. I got a lot of Sung Jin Woo, the main character, only one of Hunter Cha. But then you get these 1-stars that are awesome cards. So you get anywhere from 5 to 7 of these. Weirdly enough, my first case, there's 7 of them, and I got 1 of every character. So these are just gorgeous cards. There's Tank. For those of you that have watched Solo Leveling, you'll know the characters I'm talking about. There's Iron. Then you have Tusk. Very cool. Got a lot of those. Egress. Egress, for some reason, seems like short printed and everything. And then Hunter Troy, I think is how you pronounce his name. But then you also get in a case, you either get, from what I can tell, so there's hyper rares, and then there's 1-stars of the hyper rares, and then there's 2-stars of the hyper rares, and then there's 3-stars. And there also is ultra rares, kind of like that as well. These right here are actually ultra rares, but they're 1-star ultra rares. I don't think there's a 2-star ultra rares of those. So this is the Shadow Army. This is the 1-star. And then the 2-star version is this one. And then this card is a 1-star. And the 1-star version of that, there's the 2-star version. So we ended up getting a 1-star in one case. That 1-star in one case. We got a 2-star in one case. And then we actually got, our last case we opened up, we got a 1-star and a 2-star. So you can hit a 1-star and a 2-star in a case, as I found out, but it's not guaranteed. And 3 of my cases I opened up, I just got a 1-star or a 2-star. So you never know. And then there's also another rarity called a Q rarity or something like that, which I haven't seen any of those. And there's also secrets that are even more short print. It's nutty. And yeah, so we're gonna go get in here. Here's the box topper, comes right on the top of the case. And then there are 30 boxes in here, so this is gonna take a little bit. Yeah, so we're just gonna throw a bunch of these out. It's weird though that it seems like that every time I get a case hit, it's in the second row of 10 boxes. So whether or not that happens this time or not, we'll see. But let's go ahead and get into this. So luckily it's 10 packs, like I said, so it doesn't take that long. But there's 30 boxes here, so it takes a while. Now there's also a serial number card. When I was showing these cards, so you can get these, you can get a serial number card, and most of the time you're going to end up getting this type of card, which, yeah, so it's just regular, identity card, and then the There is, let me find Sung Jim. The alternate of it is the signature one. So that's kind of cool. Like everything has like a low rarity and then like a higher rarity. So it's kind of neat how they do that. So I wonder if I can just cut this whole thing. Like I'm so afraid doing this sometimes, but it just takes way too long sometimes to do this. Let me see. That's actually not too bad. All right, and then it almost seems like okay, if I go just below like this right here, it should be okay. If I go just below the red mark. I actually have cut cards before, so I usually don't do that, but we're going to try it here and see what happens. Actually, I don't think I'm going to do it after this one. Thinking about it, because the hit's just on the last, the hit is the last card, so it's kind of like, I don't know, I guess it doesn't really make sense to do that like that, so probably just wasted a lot of time actually doing it this way. Yeah, we'll just rip packs. All right, and then there's this. Yeah, probably taking way too much time. Okay. All right. So most boxes you're going to get... Wait, did I? That looks weird. Oh, okay. I know what I did. All right, so... Yeah, I'll just do packs after this. So we've got, looks like a ultra rare. So this is a base rarity. There's 1-star ultra rares as well. These are just screenshots, so not a big deal. I mean, really what you want. That's kind of cool. Shadow Soldiers. Then you have the chibi cards in here. There's also alternate arts of them that I'll show. You usually get 2 to 3 of the chibi cards per. Looks like we got something here, and it is a hyper rare of the Shadow Army. So there's also 1-star and 2-star cards of that, which we showed a little bit ago. And then we have, well, there's the alt art of the chibi. It's weird that sometimes you'll get like Jin Ho, you get him as like a regular chibi, and then also as a and then there's Egress. Yeah, you'll get like both of them in the same. That's kind of interesting. I've noticed that kind of happens in a pattern, that like if you get one of those characters, there's Hunter Song, main character. Yeah, so all right, well that was interesting. But I think we'll just go ahead and rip a pack at a time. I don't know. That actually did not... We're already 8 minutes in. Goodness. There's actually a couple cases of these ending tonight, but I think I'm just going to pass on them. I really wanted to pull one of the cue cards, or I want to get the serialized cards actually come in these packs. So I think there's only like 100 of them, but saw this one guy online opened up like one case and got one. I was like, geez, I've opened up 4 cases. Can't seem to pull anything, but hey, that's just the way it goes sometimes. So we got another hyper rare there. I guess this isn't so bad like this. It just takes a little bit of time. Nothing but just commons. So we're going to go right to the back of each one. Looks like, yeah, you can sometimes tell when there's a hit because of the last 2 cards. It's kind of like opening up One Piece where the last 2 cards kind of stick. Looks like a chibi card there of Hunter Choi. Hopefully I get all the names right. I have to admit, like, when I'm watching the show, a lot of times I'm not paying attention to the names. They just kind of refer to everybody, at least the hunters, as like Hunter Cha, Hunter Choi, Hunter Song. I mean, they call everybody. the characters that are hunters, which are most people in it, if you're familiar with it. But I don't want to ruin anything. Looks like we got a hyper rare Sung Jin Woo. So that card, there's a 1-star rarity and there's also a 2-star rarity, which we did pull the ones. We pulled both the 1-star and the 2-star of that card. Now, there is another hyper rare Tusk. That's like a 1-star, that has a 1-star and a 2-star version as well. So kind of think of it this way. It's kind of like Union Arena in a way, where you get a lot of 1-stars and then you'll get like 1 2-star in a case, with possibly, you know, another one. Or, well, actually, hold on a second here. Well, you're going to get a lot of, like, the ultra rare 1-stars, you're going to get a lot of those. But the hyper rares and everything else, so we got iron. So that's an alt art of the chibi card. So what did I put something? Okay, so there we go. So wait a second. So that was a hyper 2 chibi. That one kind of sucked. So you can't, that's probably the worst type of box you can get. But I mean, most of these boxes, you can find them online to like, for like 40 bucks probably. But I gotta be honest, it's like, I have a feeling most time you buy in loose boxes, someone probably pulls until they get the case hit, and then they probably just sell the rest of the boxes, knowing that it's unlikely that you're gonna get a hit. You can, but you know, it is unlikely. I'm gonna open up 3 cases, and they're 100 cha. So you kind of get sick of seeing the chibi cards. I have like a stack over here of like a couple hundred of them, it seems. It's like you get at least 2, sometimes 3. So you're going to get like 60 of those cards, about 70 or so, actually about 70 or so of them in a full case. So it's a lot of cards. So, and after a while, you're just like, all right, that's enough. I'm done with you. And most of the boxes are kind of mapped out where you kind of can tell after you've been opening for long enough what you're going to end up getting. But I kind of stopped paying attention after a while there. Looks like we got, okay, so this is an ultra rare of Sung Jin Woo. Very nice. I love it. Very cool. Yeah, I actually, the last case when I pulled the 1-star hyper rare and then the 2-star hyper rare, they were in like back-to-back boxes, which was crazy. It was kind of cool. But I was interesting when I was pulling all the 1-star ultra rares in my first case, and I got one of everybody, which I would love if they did that in every case, would be like, you know, 1-star ultra rare of every character. But then it started being like, well, I mean, if it's the popular characters, you're okay with it, but I just kept pulling Hunter Choi. And I was just like, dang, I don't want this guy. Like, give me everybody else. Like, I want all the characters of the Shadow Army. Looks like an alt art here. Oh, there's Choi again. I kind of feel like these cases kind of all seem to be kind of the same in a way. So we got 4 chibi, or wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, wait, did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 3. Did I mix up something somewhere? That's a lot. Okay, well. But anyway, the cases are definitely not the same. Like sometimes I would get like 27 hyper rares in a case. Sometimes I get like 23. I mean, you know, it's just kind of all over the place, but you just get a lot of hits. And not a trading card game at all by any means, but, you know, if you like solo leveling, I would highly recommend this. It's such a fun set. No, there are a lot of screen grabs. I mean, that's true. You're not going to get like a lot of custom art or anything like that, if there even is any. It's like kind of art that's kind of redone, I guess, or I don't know. I mean, there's some hard to say, but I just don't see there being a whole lot of... I mean, these cards right here, I just throw out anyway, so I really don't care about them. But it looks like we got a Hunter Troy. That's a ultra rare. So you can see SL2 here is volume 2. There is volume 1. So what they did is they kind of have the characters that are mainly from those volumes, which not really, because like Kaisel and Baru are in volume 2, season 2. So you would think they would be in here, but they put them in volume 3, which is like the only reason I want volume 3. And for those of you that have watched Solo Leveling, you know what I'm talking about. But you also have Tank, you got Iron, you have Tusk, and you have Egress in here. So that's kind of one thing. Like on Friday, I don't know when I'm going to put this video out, but March the 20th, it's May 16th right now. There's a Tusk chibi. The Union Arena Solo Leveling comes out, and that's like sold out everywhere. And I didn't even want to do a video on it because I don't want anybody else. I want to get my product, so I don't want to bring attention to it or anything. Hunter Cha, ultra rare. Yeah, and those cases are going for like $2,000 to $2,500. Like usually most cases, we got Tank, alt art. Most of those cases are like around $1,000. I mean, usually Union Arena doesn't really, but for some reason lately, the last few sets since I got into it, like Demon Slayer, there's one like Kagabachi, or I've never watched that show, so I don't know anything about it. Sorry if I just pronounce it wrong. I don't know much about it. And then there's like the Sword Art Online, and obviously Solo Leveling. The cool thing about the Solo Leveling, I was like, I'm going to buy so many cases and I'm going to open up this and that. But when they release all the card images, you only get 1 2-star in a case typically, and sometimes a 2 and a 3-star, but that's really rare. But like all of the 2-stars are, come on, be Cyril. Nope. It is Hunter Go. So, man, pack dust all over the place. I'm just gonna have to live with it. But like, I mean, it just shows how popular Solo Leveling is when cases are selling out at like $2,500. So I'm hoping I can catch like a stock someplace that got Hunter Cha, ultra rare. Wait, did I? All right, so I think these were there, and that's there. Okay. Most of the characters I want are as 1-stars, like all the Shadow Army, like Baru, Kaisel, Tank, Iron, Egress, Tusk. All those characters are like 1-stars. So when you open up a case of Union Arena, you're probably you'll get pretty much all the 1-stars, but then like all the 2-stars in the set are like the human characters. Like, okay, I want Hunter Sung and Hunter Cha, but everybody else I really don't care about. They're like Jinwoo's sister and just characters. Yes, I would like to get them, but I honestly just care about Hunter Song and, you know, the main character, like that card, and all of the Shadow Army. Like, that's the cool stuff, the Shadow Army that he controls in the anime, which, again, we got an alt art Cha. Come on. In this case, I wanted to get the Q card. That's what I need. I want that Q card. That would be awesome. That would be the hit, or a secret would be amazing as well. No duplicates. Hunter Wu. I think he's a hunter, right? But, all right, nothing in there. All right, let's get that over here. Next one. Yeah, I kind of feel like just opening up a pack in a time was a lot faster than using the scissors. I don't know. I guess we could do another one with scissors and see how it goes. I don't know. It's nice just going to the last card because the last card is always the hit. So it kind of makes sense to open up packs. I guess we'll keep it going as is. But yeah, so I'm like I'm actually kind of nervous about the Union Arena thing. I'm afraid I'm going to miss it. I'm going to have to end up spending like $2,000 on a case. But like I said, it's like I was going to open up a lot of it. But now I'm just like, if all the 1-stars are in one case and those are all the characters I want, I'm just going to buy one case, open that, and then buy anything else I'm missing on the secondary market is my plan. We got Tank. So, yeah. But anyway, sadly, there will probably be some spoilers in this video when it comes to solo leveling, but I would highly recommend it. I'll try not to make so many, but it's so good. Like, I thought Demon Slayer was good, and then I watched Solo Leveling. Demon Slayer is still really good. I mean, gun to my head, which one I like better? Probably, yeah, it's got to be Solo Leveling, but not by much. Like, Demon Slayer is good. And Demon Slayer still has a few more, has like the movies or whatever coming out, which... That reminds me, my niece was telling me how to pirate it. Okay, we got Hunter Choi. This is definitely looking like the last few cases where everything on the top was just like nothing. And then the middle had the case hit or whatever. And then the bottom row had like the 1-star ultra rares. Oh, okay, well, there's a 1-star. There's Tusk. Very nice. We take that. Cool in there. So, and then once you get like a card like that in a booster box, you're pretty much not gonna hit anything else. I mean, you could hit a hyper rare or ultra rare, but you're not gonna hit another 1-star. So quite cool. We have hit several of him, so we really need Jinwoo and Cha. That's who we want, because we kind of have a lot of this. Like, we don't want Choi. Don't want Hunter Choi. We have a lot of him. We want some Jinwoo and we would do. Well, there's Choi right there, which actually I don't think I had him in the alt art version of that, so I'm kind of happy about that. So I'm pretty sure we have not pulled him yet. We're missing, who are we missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That might be everybody. I think that is. So we might have our full set of that. That's wild. I am going to be sending a bunch of these off to PSA. We got ultra rare there. All right, let's just do this. So, I mean, I have no idea. You might get a crazy case of this. And you might be like 10 1-stars in this. Who knows? But the most I've gotten so far, I think, is 7. Like 3 of my cases had 7 or 8. And then 1 case had 5. So there's just like 1 stinker case. But that case, I want to say had a 2-star. That might have been the one that had like the 2 really nice case hits, like a 1-star and a 2-star in it. I could be wrong, and I probably am, but I can't remember off the top of my head, but I wish I could. That seems like important information. We got Egress. Egress is probably, I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Egress is probably my favorite of the Shadow Army. Egress is cool. But they're all cool. Tusk is cool. Iron's cool. Tank's awesome. Pycel's awesome. Like, oh. Such a cool idea. Like I was saying earlier, I think I said it. Like if it was a Japanese, if it was made in Japan instead of Korea, I think it would be insanely popular. It's already insanely popular, but the fact that if it was Japanese instead of Korean, sure, it'd be really, really popular. Okay, we got Hunter Song. That's the alt art version. All right, and nothing on the end there. Okay. Yeah, so I'm really glad that Union Arena is doing that, actually. Although I'd love to have some of the Shadow Army as 2 stars, but the fact that, like, what was the Demon Slayer Volume 2? They did all 9 of the Hashira. Is that how you say it? It's been a while since I watched Demon Slayer, so I always forget like names. So it was like 9 2 stars in it. Like that's a lot to try and collect. And we got it. Awesome. Only took 5 cases. Number 22. Gold. That's sick. I think these are numbered to 100, but I'm not certain. So this is like a promo that they give you, and then this is like the gold version. It's serialized. It's like wild, so you can kind of see like the, I don't know. Most of the time when you like some places on eBay will say promo included, and it'll throw in a bunch of those. But I mean, it's not worth it because the cases are like $1,300. So, but that's awesome. What a hit. Now, the one guy I did see that online, like I've not seen a case opening of this, but I did see someone do like they'd open up 3 at a time and boxes at a time. They did like 10 videos, which is fine and all, but I'm just like, dude, I don't like, yeah, I'd have to record this back to back because I would just want to keep opening, you know? So that takes some patience. But he did a recap on Instagram, and he hit that, and he hit the 2-star of the Shadow Army that I showed earlier, which that's a pretty good case. So if I got something, like if I got the Q rarity or a secret and that, I'd be ecstatic. Like some of these cards are selling for like thousands of dollars, like insane amount. Like the Q rarity, that's really rare. I think the lowest listed on eBay is like 5,000. Now, I don't think any of them have sold, but yeah. Hunter Song. But, I mean, there's a lot of cards in this that have sold for like $1,000. Like some of, like this card here. Like I want to say this, I think this is going for about 500 now. So like, yeah, like a lot of these, you know, these ones, the 2 stars. So like the Q rarity is above that. So imagine, you know, I could see it selling for a few grand at least. So I feel like there's just a lot of value in here, and nobody's grading the cards. I mean, most of the cards are probably in Korea, I would imagine. Like most of the sellers are in Korea. So it is what it is. Nothing there. And the case prices are just all over the place. Like somebody took me all the way to like $700 for a few cases. There's a hyper rare. And then a few days later, I got one of my cases for like $425. And then the next case was like 600 something. It was just weird. Like they were all over the place. And I kept beating this one guy out, and he finally got a case for like 600 something. And I was kind of glad. I was like, I don't need any more. And, it just seemed like, I was like, I beat this guy out in bidding like for 4 cases. And I was like, okay, this guy, I got to give him one. And unfortunately, I bid it up because Because like if I hadn't bid, he would have got it for like $400 some, and I kind of feel bad about that actually. But I mean, you know, can't believe we pulled that serial number card. That is awesome. That is like the last thing I wanted, that and to hit like one of the cue cards or like one of the secrets. Like it would be really hard to put the set together of this. I mean, there's so many like secret that like the, who knows what the pull rates are in the secrets, like, and they're not even really the best looking cards. I mean, they're okay, but I mean, honestly, I kind of feel like the 2 stars are the best. But I also have not seen them in person or the cue card. So my favorite card is the one that looks like this that I pulled. That 2 star. That's my favorite one. Okay, we got Tusk. Hadn't pulled him yet. So that's another hyper rare. There's a 1 star version of that and a 2 star version of that. You'll get a lot of the hyper rares in this. You'll get a lot of the ultra rares. You'll definitely get a full set of ultra rares and hyper rares. Well, there's only 7 ultra rares, but there's also only 3 hypers. So yeah, but almost a third of the way through in 30 minutes. That's not bad. And the first like 5 minutes or so, I was just talking. So there's Jinwoo's sister. So like she has a 2 star in Unit Arena solo leveling, and I really don't want that card. Like if I pull it, okay, but as far as the 2 stars go, I don't want. The only ones I want are Cha and Jinwoo, and I'm like, I'll just buy those instead of spending 2,000 for multiple cases to pull them. I mean, that's silly. Got Egress there. So that's my plan. Just buy 1 case, open it up, and then what do we got here? Hunter Beck. He turns into like a werewolf or something like that, like a wolf. It's a weird one. And Tank again. Very cool. All right, last box, first 10. Hopefully the next. So we got a lot of hits coming up here. Like, that's what I'm saying. It just seemed like the top 10 boxes just don't have anything. And then the middle has a bunch of stuff. And then we'll see if that works. Because we started from the top. And, ooh, looks like we got another signature. We do have Beck, right? Yeah, I think I have 1 of these so far. So we'll stick that over here. We want some Cha, though. We need Cha. We pulled Jinwoo like 5 times, which I'm not complaining about that. I mean, that's one of the best cards. And, man, I've seen these signature cards sell for a lot, too. So, I mean, yeah, they're pretty valuable. So the cards seem to be in really good condition, so I think grading them will be pretty good. So I guess, is that considered a 3 star? Wow, it is. It is a 3 star. Jeez. So that's really rare. Okay. Hunter Cha. So, I mean, I'll bet that's like 1 in 5 cases at least. Wow. Thank you for picking that one, PC Sports, or I got them from like one of the auction houses, which I'm kind of surprised that they're still auctioning them off like every week. It's like they're going for like half of like what retail is, and love to see it. So, but although I'm still kind of mad at like the first 2 cases I bought, I pretty much paid MSRP or a little bit less, like a couple hundred less. But okay, we've got a hyper there. So it is what it is. I should have learned. It's like there wasn't any auctions of this for like a month. And then as soon as I bought those 2 cases, then like 6 auctions pulled up. Like nobody was auctioning this off. Like it was back in February when those auctions went through, and I was like, oh man, I missed it. I guess I'm gonna have to pay, blah, blah, blah. And then they just started listing them. It's like, oh well. At least I got a bunch like pretty cheap. 100 go. So that kind of made me feel a little bit better because I was, I got cases for like 400, half of MSRP, which was nice. There's like 30 boxes in these. It's nutty. So, ooh, not much there on that one. All right, we are into the second level now. Let's get these boxes out. Second level, get it? Since it's solo leveling. So yeah, highly recommended. I'll say this, I'll keep on saying it. Highly recommend you watch it. 100%. Watch solo leveling. It's so good. I don't know why I'm going to do it like this, but it's kind of annoying me that those are turned around. So, all right, let's go with this one here. I wish I could recall my other cases. Like, my last 2 cases, I know the case hit was in the middle. I don't remember on the other ones. And then it seemed like all of the ultra rare 1-stars were on the bottom. So, I could be wrong, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Promo card is nothing. So I really think that serial number card, if it's, I don't think they're the $9.99. I mean, I think there is a card number 100. So, but card number 22, Emmett Smith's number. Okay, that's not bad. 23 would be Michael Jordan. It would have been cool too. But obviously the most popular card will be 69. I know why, but it's still kind of silly. But people like it. Oh, that was Tusk, by the way. That was an ultra rare. Yeah, I'm kind of just flying through the hyper rares and stuff, because you do end up getting a lot like of duplicates when it comes to like the ultra rares and the hyper rares. So just so you know, you're gonna end up getting like 7 to 8 of every hyper rare and a lot of everything else. Like the ultra rares, there are 7 ultra rares, so they are kind of spread out a bit, but you still end up with like 3 or 4 of every one pretty much, unless you get a lot of clumping, which I have noticed has been a thing. We've got like of my 4 cases, I'm not kidding. Like I've probably pulled like 10 of Egress, but like 30 of everybody else. It's just weird. He's just like, I don't know if he's actually short printed or anything. I don't see any reason why he would be, or maybe that's just how my cases ended up. But just like for the ultra rares, he just seemed to be short printed. It's just the way it went down. That should be all right. We're just gonna take this stack. I was gonna like, all right, what was in every box, but I'm not gonna. It's too much. There's like 30 boxes. It's just know you're gonna get like 5 or 6 hits a box. I mean, it's not bad if like for $30. I think there's some on eBay for like 37. Now, you just have to find them in the United States, obviously, if you are in the United States, because like, if you're getting from Korea. I did not get taxed, like a tariff or anything, tax, duties, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if they just didn't declare it as, it's CHA, but we need a signature one, darn it. I don't know if they just didn't, they said it was like 100 or something like that. I personally don't do that. I didn't even think eBay allowed you to do that. So, but either way, none of my cases from Korea. I bought 2 from 2 different sellers, and neither one of them got a tariff. Now, I'm not saying you won't get one, but I didn't. So, and the other ones I bought were all United States. So yeah. Hyper rare? Nope. Ultra rare. So, see, we're getting a lot of tank. It's like it just kind of clumps. It's really weird. Like, I think maybe we've seen what, like 1 iron. I don't think we've seen egress yet, have we? A couple of tusk. A couple of cha. So it's just odd how that goes, but it's just how it is. But you're going to get all the ultra rares and hyper rares in the case. So there is at least that. And you'll get most of the ultra rare 1 stars. So, which I'll show at the end of the video. Hopefully, unless I have a sneaker case here, and it doesn't have them. But, I mean, the case is already great because of that. So, I think those were selling for like 1,000 at one point. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. One of those things where it's like, I would like to hit 2 of it so I can grade them both, sell 1, you know. Anybody that's been watching my channel for a long time knows that's always been my goal. Like, you know, just get something and, you know, if I get 2 of something, I can sell 1 to help pay for other stuff in my collection. You know, I don't need a bunch of multiples. Like, I never understood it when people, you know, like in One Piece, there's this guy that buys like all the Black Label and whatever Blackbeard cards. And that's great, but like, why? Why do you want like 10 Blackbeard? That just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'll take 1, but sadly, I never did buy 1, so probably why I'm hating before they went crazy. Maybe someday I'll buy 1, but I'm not spending 15 grand or whatever they are now. They have gone down quite a bit, but maybe they will more. But there's Hunter Song. So 2 signed cards so far, the serialized one, and we're almost halfway through, which is not bad. 100 Cha. Not really a fan of the chibi stuff. I don't know. A lot of people like it. I guess that's why I like the what are they? The Funko Pops. Were really. I remember going to a Comic-Con one time, and there were so many. There were more Funko Pops, it seemed like, than comics. Like, it was so many, and I'm just like, that just takes up way too much room. Like, I mean, if you have a big house or something like that, you know. All right, but what is going on here? All right, I can't seem to get in this pack. Maybe it has something special in it. You know, it's funny. When I pulled that 2-star yesterday, the card that looks like this, I actually dropped the pack. Like, the last 2 cards, I actually dropped them. But I had a bin on the floor, and I was putting all the packs in there. It was like between my legs, and it fell in there, and it didn't get hurt. It like just kind of, it felt like about like 12 inches. It was like not far at all, but ooh, woohoo! There we go. Secret Sung Jin Woo. No way. That is awesome. Jeez. That's so cool. Wow, we got the number card and the secret in the same case. What is going on here? So there are 3 secrets that you can get. 2 of them are Hunter Song, and one's Hunter Cha. So that is awesome. Dude, like, I'm beyond it. This has like been the best case, 100%. Like, I mean, I do like those other, like the one that looks like this, the art's better and everything, but that's a secret. And I mean, jeez, what is going on in this case? see if we can get something else. What else can this case? Yeah, I would say this has definitely been the best case. As long as if all the 1 stars are good, like if we get like 7 of those, shoot. We even could get like a hyper rare 1 star as well too. Which have I gotten one of those in every case? I think I got 3 of those. Yeah, I do have 3 of those. So they're not guaranteed a 1 star hyper rare, but I think that says secret somewhere, like up here, maybe. I'm pretty sure that's secret. I'll look here in my magnifying glass. It's really small, so there's a hyper rare. So let's see here. Yes, it does say secret. So this is card number 001. So for those of you that have watched the anime, you know what that scene's from. But I mean, it's definitely a screen capture. But the way they put the gold and the foiling, it's kind of like, I kind of look at this like maybe compare it to like Dragon Ball Super in a way, where they're using a lot of the art from the show, but they kind of spice it up with gold foiling and stuff like that just to make it look nicer. It's not like custom art that you're going to get like in One Piece or, you know, some of those, which, you know, that's why One Piece for me is just always be tops because of that. They have all that custom art and everything they're able to do. But, so like if Dragon Ball does custom art down the road, which sounds like they might do, I think it could make it like very popular. I don't know if the gameplay is going to be able to, like from a player base, like what I looked into today, people in this Discord I'm in kept talking about Riftbound, and I was like, all right, I got to check this out. Like, you know, so I went out to like, Reddit. There's like 200,000 people in One Piece. There's like 120,000 people in Riftbound. And then you look at like a Dragon Ball, it's like 20,000 people. Or like a Lorcana is like 40,000 people. I was like, okay, is Riftbound player base that big? Apparently it is. So I bought a case of the first print wave of the first set. So I figured why not? I'm not going to open it because wave 1 is just like wave 2 apparently. So if I was to open up one, now they do have like things on the outside of the case. It says like 5AB or 5BA, and wave 2 says 5C, and it's just something that always happens in TCGs. Even if the cards are exactly the same, everything else is exactly the same, people want first prints. Like Disney Lorcana kind of had that. What's this? All right, this is a 1 star. I think it's 100 show. Dang it. Always with this guy. Man, like, we don't want you anymore, dude. Got this guy way too many times. Like, stop. We don't want you anymore. We got you, like, I think I pulled 3 of him in one case. Now I'm tired of pulling him. I need a couple more of, we need Cha and we need Hunter Song. Hunter Cha, Hunter Song. That's who we need. We don't need any more Choi. I mean, he is a pretty cool character. I'll give it that to him. His nickname is like the ultimate weapon or something like that. He's essentially like a fire mage. Like he's pretty flipping off awesome. Hyper rare Tusk. But like, okay, yeah, not too many spoilers, but he's a very powerful character. It's just that none of them people in it really come close to the main characters. So it's like, you know, they're cool and all, but it's like, so it's like, let's watch the minors. Okay, here comes the major league. You know, this guy's gonna kick some butt. All right, we got Yu Jin-ho. All right, so that could be incorrect. Man, another tank. What's going on? Like, too much tank. I like tank, but come on, man. So, okay, like, that's second row. What was that? The second row, did the first row have the serial number, or was it the second? I can't remember. I thought it was the first box of this. I'll have to go back and watch now. But, I mean, I know it had the secret. And then we've had at least 1 star, 1 ultra rare 1 star. So like the top 10, probably nothing to that at all. But, you know, I mean, does it really matter? Like, don't be that person that like opens up until you get a big hit and then you sell the rest of your boxes. That's just not cool. It's not cool at all. We got Tusk again. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, people are just going to do that. So just don't buy loose boxes. That's my advice. I mean, if you can afford it, always buy cases. That's just, you know, but I get it. You know, not everybody can afford to drop like a couple $100 on a case of cards or whatever, especially now with like One Piece. It kind of sucks. It's like, man, you know, everyone's so excited, but I'm just like, what are you so excited about now? All that ended up happening now is everybody pays double, triple for new releases. That's it. Like, yeah, I've had a lot of sales and everything, so it definitely pays for it. And, you know, thank goodness, because otherwise I'd be like, I'd probably be, if I wasn't selling cards to put back into my collection, I'd probably be buying like 1 case of every release. Especially, like, I didn't buy EB03. I was like, I'm not paying $4,000 for a case of. I mean, I want to open it up, but I'm not paying $4,000. Heck no, not gonna happen. All right. Oh, we are past the halfway point, so that's good. I was seriously thinking about buying 1 more case, but I feel like we've used up quite a bit of our luck already. I mean, we have opened a lot of this. That's a hyper rare. But we hit a secret. We hit the cereal. We hit 2 of the 3 2-stars hyper rares that I wanted. I mean, I wanted both of the Hunter Song over Tusk. I wouldn't have said no to a Tusk, but because I like Tusk, but better than a duplicate. That's what's kind of cool. We like, of the big hits, like what I would consider case hits, we got 1 duplicate. That's awesome. You know, people say I could, you know, curse myself, but it's not going to change the cards. The cards aren't changing now, so it doesn't really matter if I say anything or not. But Hunter Cha, I haven't seen her in a while. I don't know if you can hear it. It is windy here. There's a big storm around. Like, they're even saying, like, for, like, northeast, like, maybe some tornadoes and such. But hopefully nothing around me. Hopefully everybody else is safe. Hunter Choi. I'm about ready for summertime. This looks like an altar. Hunter Go. Nothing there. Okay. Box 17. All right. I'm being greedy. Want 1 more big hit. And a bunch of 1-stars. And I'll be happy. I'm already happy. I ain't lying. Like, the secret, awesome. And the serial number, can't beat it. I will say I've been listing a lot of singles on eBay, and I haven't sold anything yet. So it makes me wonder, like, I know Soul Leveling is pretty big, but I think a lot of people are just not aware of these cards because they are released in Korea. So like if you're a Solo Leveling fan here, we got Tusk. Which I think in the manga he was named Fang, or do I have that wrong? Like somewhere he was named Fang. Like maybe it was the anime or the manga or somewhere. I think Tusk sounds cool. Fang doesn't sound bad either, but there's Cha. Sniff Sniff. For those of you who know the anime, you kind of get that reference. Iron. I never understand like how to say like names because like his first name is Jin Woo, his last name is Sung, so it's kind of like their names are swapped of what like United States names are. So that's just how they do it. And so yeah. But a lot of Americans would say that's backwards. Like, yeah, well, what we do is backwards to them. Like they read, you know, right to left. We read left to right. Things like that. You know, but like writing there, left to right, it kind of sucks. Unless you're left-handed, which only like 10% of the population, I think, is usually is. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but all right, that's just a regular identity card, nothing fancy. So, I mean, I guess you have to think about it this way. Is it worth it to get like what probably is going to amount to one case hit and then 7 other like 1-star rarity hits? You know what I mean? I guess that's kind of how, and quite honestly, all of my cases have been quite good, except one. The only one that I would say I hit the 1-star hyper rare, but everything else I've hit like secret 2-star in all the other 4 cases, you know, something really good, some Hunter Song. So I mean, you know, if you like Solo Leveling, I would 100% recommend opening up a case of this if you can get it at a good price. Wow, getting a lot of Cha lately. Let's just get her as a 1-star ultra rare. I like how like the secrets in this are really hard to hit. Like I kind of feel like that's what a secret should be. You know what I mean? Another hyper rare. They should be hard to hit. Box is getting full. It's a lot of packs. More packs than a case of One Piece. 300 packs. That's a lot. That is a lot. All right, come on. Signature card of Cha. Or not. It is $100. Alright. Darn it. It always worries me open up packs like that. I'm going to destroy stuff one of these days. There we go. Much cleaner, much cleaner. Nothing there. It almost seems like every other pack is a hit. There's iron, nice. I don't even think, we haven't hit an Egress yet of that, have we? That's the one I'm just like, really? It's like he's short printed. I mean, if I get through 5 cases and like have like a third of the Egress as everybody else, I'm just like, yeah, it kind of makes me think he's short printed. Like, come on. Like, that's a lot of stuff, like, to open. And then for him to only be like 10 where everybody else is like 30. Like, come on. I could be wrong, but, you know. Ooh, what is this? Oh, nice. Tank. Tank 1-star. We'll take it. Now, this is a 1-star ultra like that. Like, I love the gold foiling and everything. And he's a big boy. Big boy tank. I certainly get a lot of Agris's chibi, just not of anything else. All right, box number 20. And we got 10 more. That was weird. My TV started talking to me. I wonder if hopefully something not bad with like weather's coming out. Was that or Alexa or something? All right. Let's see what else we can get here. Nothing there. 4 more 1-stars. And 1 more case hit would be nice. Hunter Choi. Oh, there he is, Egress. Okay, cool. I think I did pull 1 more of these. That was like at the beginning of the thing. So, okay. But I'm telling you, man, he's like very short printed. It just seems like you just don't seem to pull a lot of them. But I pull like a ton of tank. Like I've got like 30 some of that. The tank ultra rare, like of that. That's the 1-star version. But I'm sure we're going to pull another one. I'll be able to show you. Don't worry. I will have to send these off to PSA to get graded now. I was waiting on my last case before I sent an order off to PSA, but yeah, so because the way it is now with bulk, man, it's taken like four months about at least. So there's Tusk. Oh, we got 1 more pack here. Okay. So yeah, it takes a while. There's not much. I'll probably sell some of the 1-stars, but everything else I pretty much didn't get a whole lot of duplicates. I think some of the 1-stars, there's 1 hyper rare, and then some of the ultras. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But it's really hard to get duplicates of like 2-stars in this. So unless you're going to go on the secondary market, which I would recommend, you know, like I wouldn't, like, I'm stupid, not stupid, but I knew I wanted a lot of 1-stars after I opened up a case and a few cases, I guess, and figured out how kind of the lay of the land. I wanted a lot of these 1-stars to grade anyway, so I was like, okay, that's where you're probably going to get your value back, maybe grading those and reselling. I'm hoping I can. The problem is I've only pulled 2 of Hunter Cha and Hunter Salt. So I need to pull some more of them. Like I've got like 4 or 5 of everybody else but those 2 for some reason. I don't know why, but I can't seem to pull them. So maybe they're just short print. I mean, I don't want to say definitively or not, but yeah, it's hard to say. But I've been really lucky with everything for Hunter Song. We hit both 2-star HRs, hit the secret of his. I mean, I'm not complaining. Not complaining at all. But if I could have anything else in this case that's not like a case hit, because we could still pull like a hyper rare 2-star. It's possible still. Yeah. I'd want to get those as a 1-star. I'm glad I pulled that serial number card too, because I probably would have said, let's buy another few cases to try to pull one, you know. I just did not want to spend like $1,000 on that card. So that's huge. So, I mean, technically we're way over. Like, I think this particular case was like 600. So we're way over that right now. Like if we sold all the singles from this, we'd probably be at like 2,000 maybe. I haven't even seen what the secret sells for. Haven't even seen one. I'd have to look. Like you just don't see those on eBay. They're not out there. There might be a couple, but there's not a whole lot. And honestly, that card, I like it and all, but I might actually list that. I don't know. I'll get it graded and then see. I'll go see what it, I'll see what it grades at. If it was like, that's got to be Tusk, right? Yeah, Tusk. Yeah, I do. There's probably a couple on eBay. I mean, if it's selling for like $2,000 or something, which I think is doubtful. I can't see that being more than 1,000, even though it's a secret. I think the card itself I mean, he's wearing a open, you know, hazardous hat. Man, we need to get some more signatures as well. We've only got like 2. That's crazy. I pulled as many as like 5 or 6 in a case. I know that. So, all right, looks like we got something on the end here. I think it's a hyper. Looks like it. Yeah. Shadow Army. That's cool. I love that. You got Tank, you got Iron on there. And then in the other versions, there's others like, I mean, dude, so cool. Just love it. I cannot wait to open the Union Arena. I mean, some of those cards look great. You know, people always slam on Union Arena, no custom art, but like they're 2 and 3 stars, absolutely. I think even the 1 stars in solo leveling. And like even Demon Slayer had some what I would call it's of the same art as the anime. So it's not screenshots, it's not really custom, but it's kind of in the same style which I actually like. I like the art from that. So, you know. But you have things like that, definitely screenshot. That probably, but this and this, that's definitely screenshot, but then that probably isn't. So that's kind of cool when they do that. I like that. I mean, it could be from the manga, maybe it's, you know, but like kind of how it's definitely in that art style too. So man, another tusk, which I like the art style. So I'm just like, you know, that looks cool, even though it's Hunter Choi. Hunter Song, Arise. I actually bought a t-shirt that said Arise. For those of you that watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. I think that's the first time I've bought like an anime t-shirt. I don't even have a One Piece t-shirt, which I need to get one. But I don't really like black t-shirts, and everything One Piece seems to be black. Like anything anime seems to be black. Like, it's just, I don't know. They always seem to be like cheaply made. Is that a, nope. Another. All right, we need to get some 1-stars here. Like seriously, like 4 of these last 8 boxes need to have an ultra rare 1-star. I don't think we're getting another case hit though. I'd be doubtful at this point, just because I kind of feel like it would have been in the second tier, but I could be wrong. I have not done many videos lately, Troy. Not a lot to open, to be honest. Like I've been selling a lot of stuff, and I mean, you had the EBO 3 for One Piece. I skipped that. I did open up a case and 12 loose boxes of OP14. Unfortunately, I really wish I would have just bought the OP14 just kind of soured me, just because that company usually gives me a sealed case, but I think they ran out and somehow put it together. They forgot to mail it out to me. It was like a week. I had to reach out to them, and they said it was on the way, and I was like, where's the tracking? I'm like, what is going on here? But anyway, it is what it is. But I did pull a silver buggy out of OP14, so I cannot complain. So, all right, come on, 1-star. Where are you at? Not in this box, apparently. I think the lowest I ever got was 5. So we're kind of not looking good here. Unless we start, like, really hitting them back to back. Yeah, so I like how Japanese booster boxes do that. Like Pokemon does that too. It's just like 10 packs. You get, you know, one hit, and then like one semi-hit, I think. I can't really remember how that went, but I had a lot of Japanese booster boxes of Pokemon. I sold a bunch of them during the boom. And a couple before the boom. Like, they were going up significantly. But, oh well. Like the tag team boxes. But, which was something else. Hyper rare. That's not a good sign. Seeing a lot of Hunter Choi and Cha. Beck. I hope they do a volume 3 of this. This is the first time I've watched like a few seasons of something and it's not over, that I actually went out and bought all the mangas. Like I ordered them on Amazon so I could read the rest of the story, and I haven't had a chance to finish them. I think I'm on volume like 9 or 10, somewhere around there. So I'm a couple volumes after season 2. But the one thing about Soul Leveling also is it had like, you know, the manga went on for a while. Man, that box sucked. But it had an ending to it. It's not like One Piece where it went on for 25 years, you know? And a lot of animes like that. Like One Piece is kind of it's an outlier. I mean, like Dragon Ball probably just will stay forever. Like, but I kind of have a feeling like if you're the company that does One Piece, even after Oda, say he, you know, I don't know how old he is, but I mean, what, are you just going to stop making One Piece material when you're making you know what I mean? I mean, it's like a global phenomenon. But I mean, you know, there's been plenty of shows like that. Even United States ones like the last Avatar, The Last Airbender, like incredibly popular show. And then they didn't do anything with those characters again. And then just, you know, years later made shows with other characters like Korra, when people are just like, we want to see Aang in them. And Korra was cool and all, but I don't know. But anyway, like a lot of people will use that as a knock on certain anime. It's like, oh, well, it's already all over and people lose interest. Probably not true. Like Demon Slayer, like once it ends, I'm sure people will just kind of move on to the next thing. I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes, I guess. But like, I have a feeling nice hyper rare of Hunter Song. Ooh, what is this? Oh, that was the pack. I was like, it was like shiny. I was like, what is that? Okay. So, but like Pokemon, that's gonna go on forever. I really think people are like, yeah, the One Piece show might end. Like Luffy's gonna be you know, King of the Pirates. Obviously, it's gonna happen. But I mean, they could probably do stories after that of stuff. I mean, but Luffy's gonna be so powerful at that point. It's like, what do you? Okay, looks like we got a 1-star here finally. Nice, Hunter Song, Jinwoo, very nice. We needed one of those. Okay, cool. I'll even take one of everybody. I mean, now we just need, if we get Hunter Cha, then I'll just be like, all right, yeah, this was good. This was perfect. Amazing case. 100% happy with it, but that would be cherry on top. You know, so yeah. All right, let's see here. And most of the times with these, well, I've opened up 5 cases. That's a lot. But if you hit the 1-star, you're not going to hit like a 2-star or something in a booster box. But there are also hyper rares and ultra rares and other stuff you can hit. So it's definitely not like, you know. All right, so we're at what, 4 now? Shoot, we'd have to hit 3 out of the last 5 boxes. I don't know about that. But like I said, it seems like the ultra rare 1-stars were always in the bottom. So they just were just flowing out, it seemed like. So all right, well, there's a signature one, another one. Nice to see. Not a character you want to see, really. I like you. I mean, I guess it's like, I don't know if you would actually call him a hunter. I mean, he is a rank D hunter, so, I mean, there is that, but, so I guess he is Hunter U, but, Troy goes down. The more and more I look at that card, it is pretty awesome. Like, all of those are pretty awesome. Egress. Nothing. Okay. I always kind of feel like I probably missed a card on the very end at some point. I kind of try to make sure. Okay. Seeing a lot of him. Hyper, nope. It's iron. There's so much pack dust. My goodness. It's like I'm opening up Topps Chrome or something. You know what I'm talking about. Those of you that have opened up that, my goodness. It's just like, there's so much pack dust. It's ridiculous. All right, come on, more 1 stars. Give us the hits. Give us the hits. Is this something? Okay. The alt art. Don't think there's anything else in this. I think we got everything for this one. Yeah, okay. Four more boxes to go. Ah, there goes that box. The packs did not come out. I'd love to see it. Yeah, when I was opening up this, I had no idea until I saw the one guy open up the serialized card that the serialized card came out of this. Like, I was seriously just going to save all these. I was like, there's nothing seemed to be in those. And then I realized, oh, the signature cards are in those. And you can pull the serial card. So, great. I would very much love to have a lot of those. So, yeah, that worked out. Let's get her 1 star in this pack now, in this box. Try again. That's kind of how it works sometimes. Sometimes a booster box, when it has like all the hits will be of like the same character. It's like weird how that works out, but sometimes it does. So my hand is getting a little tired. It does take a bit out of you ripping 300 packs, which is why I can see why people use the scissors. It's just, I feel like it just takes way too much time. And since there's only the one hit is on the back, it really doesn't make sense to go through all the cards. So, oh well. We got ultra rare. Was that 2 ultra rares in this booster? I think it's probably nothing doing coming out of this. 30 more packs to go. All right, well, we got Egress. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be nothing in this pack. Ooh, I'm wrong. Okay, well, it was Jinwoo, Chibi. Right, come on. 1 more hit. 2 more hits. What, 2 more 1 stars at least. Like, don't just give us 4. That's crappy. Especially when we had 7 in one case. You just feel like, dang. Hunter Song. Hunters Association of Korea. Imagine if they tried a live action of this one. It would be a lot of CGI. I mean, a lot of things have to be CGI today, but I don't know. Like, I just finished watching One Piece Season 2. It was really good. I mean, it's one of those things where you're like, man, I can't wait for Luffy to like start going into years, you know? Like, I feel like they're all just so weak right now, and it just, knowing where they are in the anime, it's just like, but I get it. You got to tell the whole story, man. But they're going to have to step it up some or something, because, I mean, Luffy, the actor for Luffy's only 21, so I think he's okay. But, like, all the other actors are, like, in their 30s. They're all, like, 29, 30, like, low 30s. Like, around 30 years old. Let's just say that. Like, the actor that plays Zoro, Nami, Usopp, like, all of them. So I think that's problematic. Especially, you know, you're just gonna have to take out a lot of stuff. I mean, like, I feel like all of season 3 is gonna be what, Alabasta and against Crocodile, and I mean that's a whole season on one arc. It's a big arc, but I feel like they're gonna have to. Ooh, it looks like we might have something here. It is, I don't know. Yeah. But I mean, like, when they get to the, you know, Paramount War and Marineford and everything, I mean, but dang, what is going on? Give me some 1-stars here. These last 10 boxes outside the Jinwoo sucked. Nope. Hyper rare? Yep. Ultra rare of Hunter Cha. Cha again. She's all over the place. Gosh, these last 10 have been bad. My goodness. Except for one really good one. These are terrible. And then nothing in this one. Dude. Too many chibis and everything else. Oh, well. I guess we're only going to get... I think we did have another one other case with 4 1-stars, I think. But... that sucks. At least we got a Jinwoo. And 2 of the Shadow Armies. Like, honestly, like I said, all of them are good. We just didn't want Choi. Unfortunately, we got him again, but it is what it is. But we may get something here. Come on, last box. Nope. Thought we may get a signature. So only 3 signature cards. Last box. Can we get a 1-star? One more 1-star is what we want. I'll take Egress. I'll take Cha. I'll take anybody but Choi. Man, seeing a lot of him as a chibi. Oh, look at that. That one ripped weird. Then the last few packs. What did we hit? Okay, we did hit an ultra rare, so we probably only have one more hit in here. That's like significant. Like if we get a hyper rare, we need to get the 1 star. Come on. Right here. Not this pack, but the next one. This is going to be Altart. Nope. Have we hit the Altart yet? No, I don't think we did. It's not looking good, people. Okay, Tusk Hyper, which probably means we're not getting another 1 star. So, man, I feel like I wish I could go. I wish I would have. Okay, well, there's that. And then this should be nothing right here. Because that's how, like, all those boxes seem to go. It was Hyper Alt and then nothing. So, come on. Nope. Nothing. All right. Mixed feelings. Not happy about the 1 star ultra rares. That's like the equal to the worst one we had, because we did have one with 4 before. But other than that, it's just like, look at all these. These are all the hits that you get. Like, you're just filled with like hyper rares and ultra rares, and you're just gonna get so many egress. You got Tank there. I'm sorry, Iron. You know, Shadow Army. These have texture and stuff. Like, these are textured. All these cards are, like, textured. It's very cool. The hyper rares are textured. So you get a ton of those. But it is a lot of chibi cards. And then you get... we did hit 3 signature cards. We hit Hunter, Yo, Beck, and Choi. We actually needed Choi, so that was kind of cool. We got 4 1-star ultra rares, which is somewhat of it is a disappointment, because we've gotten as many as 7 of these. So we got Choi, Tank, Tusk, and we really did need Hunter Song. So that was pretty awesome. And then the 2 hits of the break. I mean, you almost have to say the Secret was second to the last best. Might even be shorter print. Don't know for certain, but super awesome to hit that. And then last but not least, probably the top hit, the serial number 22. And each of them are signed. That's kind of cool. So very cool to see. So yeah, that is a full case of Mapniverse Solo Leveling Volume 2. So you can pretty much kind of see from where we're going to just do. So like, these are all the ones that are, so 5 cases. We hit 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So we averaged almost 6 a case. That's not bad. But there were like 2 cases that were 4, and everything else was like 7. And then we got the 3, 3 1-star hyper rares, and then 2 2-star hyper rares, and then the Secret. So I cannot complain about those 5 cases at all. So looking forward to sending to PSA and see what happens. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.